And we're live. Work Hard Wednesday, July 15th. Me, Pizzo S. I'm about to just jump right into it with our cheat sheet. Um, I did it last week. So one of you guys got it in front of you. Go ahead. Read it
Pull
up.
it up real quick.
I can screen share it too.
I got it.
All right.
Oh, hold on. All right. Slogan, Ooze Juice. Slogan, the never-ending boost. Romance copy. This is more than just another drink. Dare to turn your dream into reality to inspire a generation to go further, instill confidence in oneself, and transform into a new you. Motivation, determination, and patience, strength, unity, and peace is our recipe for you to succeed. Join the movement, oozejuice.com. Bottle type, 20 ounce, 591 milliliter heat set Amcor Power Flex. Long neck PET polyethylene terephthalate. Bottle diameters, 2.582 inches. The bottle width is 2.582 inches. Bottle height, 8.5 inches. Net weight, fluid, 619.1 grams. The gross weight, fluid and bottle, 659.1 grams. To finish, 38 millimeters. Bottle weight, 40 grams. Nutrition facts. Serving size, 8 fluid ounces, 240 milliliters. 60 milligrams of natural caffeine per 8 fluid ounce. 150 milligrams of natural caffeine per 20 fluid ounce. Servings per container is 2.5. Calories is 70 per serving, 175 total. Calories from fat is 0. Total fat is 0. Saturated fat, 0 grams. Trans fat, 0 grams. Cholesterol, 0 milligrams. Sodium, 0 milligrams. Total carbohydrates, 17 grams per serving. 42.5 total percent daily value, 6%, 15% total. Dietary fibers, 0 grams. Sugar, 16 grams. 40 total. Protein, 0 grams. Vitamin A, 2%, 5% total. Vitamin C, 8%, 20% total. Calcium, 2%, 5% total. Iron, 0%. Ingredients: apple juice base, mango juice, pineapple juice, noni juice extract, tropical banana, and taro. Our dominant flavors are taro and tropical banana. Mission statement: our mission is to make the consumer feel as if they've invested in a lifestyle rather than just spending their hard-earned money on just another drink. Target market: Polynesian people at first because of the knowledge of origins. Then the masses: teens, adults, athletes, workers, entertainers, basically everyone from the ages of 15 to 35. Benefits of ingredients: apple juice. It reduces bad cholesterol levels and enhances the cardiovascular health of a person. The risk of getting heart disease is reduced significantly. Helpful for weight loss, improves the functioning and health of intestines, combats constipation effectively. Cleans livers and kidneys and reduces the risk of kidney and liver disease, improves digestion and eliminates harmful toxins from the body. Contains antioxidants which prevent different kinds of cancer, vitamin C. It's very good for lung and it lowers the risk of asthma. Mango juice improves memory and concentration. It prevents mental weakness. It is very rich in beta carotene, which prevents heart disease and other ailments. Combats poor digestion and acidity. Very effective for liver disorders. Rich in vitamin A, so it's good for your eyesight. Makes the complexion fair and the skin soft and shiny. Pineapple juice contains the enzymes bromelain, a natural anti-inflammatory that encourages the healing of bruises and swelling in the body. Bromelain can reduce arthritis pain and prosperative swelling. Also promotes good digestion by helping the body break down proteins. Contains vitamin C, which functions as a natural antioxidant, promotes a healthy immune system, and can help you recover more quickly from the cold. Also promotes cell growth, tissue repair, and the body's production of collagen, a protein that plays an important role in the healing of wounds. Also helps the body metabolize fat and absorbs iron. Noni juice extract, protection against the development of cancers, also exhibits anti-tumor properties. It is an immune booster and is considered one of the most nutritious fruits. Many of its nutrients are known to stimulate the immune system. Considered a digestive stimulant, traditionally used as a laxative, also has been found to be 75% as effective as morphine sulfate in relieving pain without the toxic side effects. Effective against bacteria and fungus with active compounds like anticortisones, scopolamines, and terpenes. Taro is a root vegetable which is grown in semi-tropical climates. Taro root has a low glycemic index. A low GL means that taro affects sugar levels slowly without the peaks and crashes of high GL, which leads to increased hunger later on. Eating a diet of low GL food can help also prevent diabetes. Contains a good amount of vitamin A and C. Tropical banana contains a good amount of antioxidants, minerals, and vitamins, replenishes energy, and revitalizes the body instantly. Vitamin C helps the body develop resistance against infectious agents and scavenge harmful oxidants and frees radicals. Malic acid is an organic compound that is made by all living organisms, contributes to the pleasant sour taste of fruit, and is used as a food additive. Natural caffeine, the raw green Arabica coffee bean, is considered to make milder, less bitter coffee. It is the Adam and Eve of coffee beans, grown in Ethiopia as well as 70 other equatorial countries. Pecked them with corn syrup sauce.
No, I know.
We don't even do that no more.
All right, cool. Go ahead. Man. There it goes. All right, so so there's like a few things. Everything is just like about marketing today. The first thing, obviously, Shark Tank. That's like we've been talking about this for a while, and then even when I told you guys I was going to go through the process, I still didn't even pull the trigger on it. After we had found out all the information about 5% equity to the actual show, and then after that, um, what needs to be done to get on the show. Like and then we just never pulled the trigger, like I said. But funny thing is like last night I had a dream, and it woke me up at like 3 a.m. in the morning, so I knew it was kind of like real. If it's when I have these dreams, the last dream I had, just talking to Pizzo about this earlier, about the plane crash in the ocean, and then us actually surviving, what it meant that we were going to go through and face a lot of challenges that were going to be coming our way, and we just gotta stand tall and know that that he's gonna see us through. And a perfect example was when I experienced that dream, and we looked at like how far what that we slacked off and what we needed to do to get back on track. And a lot of companies, they they don't notice it, and then they pivot too late, or they don't pivot at all, and then their lights get turned off, and then that's why the percentage is so high for businesses that fail within their first year, and then obviously it drops a little bit lower, but still business fell in their second year, and then obviously the statistics are right there for you. But anyways, we got back on track. We knew what we had to do. We had to sell a certain amount of cases just to get there. We did that. We accomplished that feat, uh, and that goes to like our hard work and our effort, everything that we put in. It, we were we were forced. Our backs were against the wall, and we were forced to make a move, and we chose to make a move towards that goal. And every day we put in a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more, and then a month and 14 days later, there you go. You check that goal off the list, and we say, what's next? And what's next was, to me, obviously it's marketing. A lot of it has to do with marketing, and that's why we put a post up tonight about Shark Tank, is because that's what the dream was about. I had a dream last night that it was funny. I was on the phone, and this doesn't even how Shark Tank works. But I'm on the phone, and I'm pitching over the phone. And the last two are Robert. If you guys watch the show, the last two are Robert and Mark Cuban. Those are the last two guys, and they're like on the fence. and they're like, man, it's a good story, and you know, I just they're looking at each other and they're just saying to themselves, I'm just not sold. And then they say, would you mind coming on the show? And I said, hell yeah, yeah, I'll come on the show and I'll pitch in front of you. And Shark Tank doesn't even work this way, like I just said. You go on there, like we've seen it, but for me to have that dream, and I'm literally, I had the phone, I'm talking to these guys, and I'm watching the TV at the same time, and it's hella funny because then next thing you know, I go on the show, and then well, the dream is over with, but you got the media from local media talking about, oh man, local startup company Ustream LLC, they're going on Shark Tank, and obviously there's a non-disclosure agreement that you're not going to be able to tell people that, hey, you're going to be on this show. You got to wait till it's over with. So it doesn't play out like that, but it is the dream. And for me, how I how I seen it was like after the fact, like after you get on the show, we know what's going to happen. There's going to be a flood of media. Just you're going to get so much attention drawn to your company, and that's what we've learned from Victoria's Kitchen, and then all these other companies that hit it big. I mean, some didn't, but some did, and they showed their, the what is it, the updates on these companies and how they're doing and what they've been able to accomplish in such a short period of time. They'll do like a 3-month update, and some companies be like, man, it took us this long to make this much, and we've already hit this much in 3 months. So we expect to grow this much more in the next year or so, whatever the case may be. And so when I had that dream and it woke me up, and I'm just thinking to myself, God talks to me, and when he talks to me in a dream, I just feel that he's really trying to get his point across. And what I mean by that is like, okay, man, you ain't hearing me. I'm trying to tell you, like I tried to tell you a year ago, like when we talked, that was me trying to tell you, go ahead and push forward. But you didn't hear me though. And now I got to make you hear me loud and clear. And that's why I feel that I had that dream, because I don't have dreams often, but these past few months, there was two dreams, that the one I just mentioned and this one, that are real meaningful, and they're real. Like I see it as real. Like he told us right there what's gonna happen as we continue to go on this journey, and we know like a lot of things are gonna come our way, and for us to go through certain experiences during these times and be able to stand our ground, it says a lot about our character. It says a lot about like who we are as a team, as men, as people just going after this dream and trying to turn it into reality day in and day out. I mean, that says a lot about what we're trying to do here, and so that's why that right there is first and foremost Shark Tank. I don't know when. I mean, we already missed I looked at the casting calls. We missed the one. It was July 7th in L.A. and we could have went on there, or went in, just went in line and then pitched, and then they would pick whoever, whatever, however it happens. But we missed that July 7th, and then there's only one more. I think it's like in Oregon or something. On the I forgot what date it was on, but that's the next one. But there's like two ways: either just show up, pop up, or then the other way is just send them an email. So I sent an email. I'm sending them an email with just with simple things, specifics about our company. They don't ask for much, and then they'll look over it, and then hopefully get back to us. And you figure this show, I mean, so many aspiring entrepreneurs, and then even entrepreneurs that have been in business for a year, 2 years, more than a few years. This is how I feel like people get, like we're going to be able to get on this show, is because they're doing at least how many, 3, 4 businesses on a show per episode. So if you 5. Yeah, they're doing more than a few.
It's 3 or 4. Most.
Yeah, it's like a few businesses each show, and so
Yeah.
you're thinking about like, oh, if they're doing that many businesses, then that's why Victoria's Kitchen was able to get on, because I use them as a reference because we have a connection with them, and it's because they're running through these lists. There's a lot of businesses out there, but they're picking and choosing, and it's about story. Like what I read about how you get onto Shark Tank, it's about the story. It's what do you call it? Um, it's entertainment. All this is all it is. It's entertainment. Who got an entertaining story that they want to tell? And some of those stories on there is just BS. So I know it's like, well, if it's about entertainment, then then like we pitch our story, like we give it to them raw. And I already like, in my mind, I've been playing this thing over and over. I was like, man, what are we gonna do when we get on Shark Tank? And I just keep on playing it over and over for that day to come, and it's like this. It's like you see 7 dudes, like big dudes too, compared to that for their eyes, and you're just seeing this like these humble giants, and we're on there and we're pitching. I'm going out there and I'm speaking for us and our team and what we're trying to do, and it's just like, damn, like I feel that people would want to, if not, even if they don't want to, somebody else is gonna see our story and they're gonna fall in love with it, and there might be an outside investor outside of the show. But that's the hope, because if what we know is marketing. Don't matter if you have the best tasting drink, the worst tasting drink, whoever markets the best, they're gonna win. And so somebody is going to, when we do get on that show, because we will get on that show, it's only a matter of time, but when we do, if an investor doesn't come before that, somebody's going to fall in love with us, and that's how we're going to be able to grow this company exponentially, rapidly, more rapidly than we are right now. And that's just how I see it, and that's just how I believe it. That's how I believe it, therefore I see it. That's how I should be saying it. But that is the first thing, for marketing. That's the push. Another thing is, me and Will were talking about, like, we really have to spend money. Like, spend money on these little outlets and exposure with the newspapers, the media outlets, radio play, whatever the case may be. We know that it takes 6 months to a year to actually see a return on those investments. But what me and Will talked about was, hey man, let's just dump $100 here or there, and let's just try it. Whatever, if they're running ads for 3 months and we start to see a spike in sales, like going up, then we know it works. But we do it at least once every few months so that we're in the conversation. Because after the first couple newspapers, you seen how effective it was, but then we haven't been in anything else, and therefore therefore it gets like stale, I guess you could say, or it just the certain crowds that we've tapped into, they're going in there, but we still have to tap into new crowds, and so therefore the great thing about our journey is early on we looked into so many different things and we put it all down and we said, man, but now is the time. Like, there was a time for everything, right? So we were like, man, we wish we could do it at this moment. We couldn't. But it comes back around, and therefore that's the beauty of having these folders with what we went over, and then having these hangouts is to go replay and then pick and choose pick and choose from the things that we can start doing today. And those are the things that I feel that we have to start investing into, because the conversation has to keep going, and we have to spend money. I mean, it's the nature of the game. So that's what me and Will's gonna be working on, trying to get trying to get into these papers locally, so that we can continue to build the brand up. The other thing was. Through that avenue. So the other thing was the shirts. S gave me the contact number, but I haven't got a chance to talk to the guy yet. I didn't even call him yet. and I've been pretty busy. I came back from San Jose, but that is the play. Like, I believe that we get into this thing. Like, I'm gonna call this guy tomorrow. Hopefully he's available. I'll text him tonight and see if he got like a little time slot where we can talk tomorrow and try to get this thing rolling. Because S told me he had some ideas on how we should approach it, which is, yeah, we're all ears because this is a whole nother animal, and the apparel game, and yeah, we're not trying to really focus on it, but it's another stream of revenue for us, especially because people want to rock the apparel. You know, they love drinking the product, but they want to take it a step further, and they want to represent. So that has to be a play. And once again, we're already 14 days in, so if we're gonna run any type of little thing, it's gonna be short-lived. Like, as far as this month is concerned, it's gonna be like, hey man, we dropping like 25 shirts, bam, and then next month, but we're actually prepping for August, right? So we do something small, we test it out again, and we say, hey man, you guys wanted this, here it goes, bam, and then let it sell out in less than 2 hours again, and then we say, okay, let's do something like 50 for August, and we come up with a unique design, something that's catchy. You know, the logo itself, everybody loves it. I mean, it's just so powerful, and I really think it's because of where we come from. Like, I mean, that's pretty much it. Like, we just added Oosh Juice to it, but it's so appealing to so many different people, and we hear this on a regular basis. How can I get that shirt? I'll pay for that shirt on your back. I want that hoodie. This and that. It's like, because it speaks volumes, and you know why? It's because of our people, where we come from, what it took to get there, the whole nine, and then the representation of our people. Like, we really do a good job of representing our culture, our people, in such a fashion that people are moved by us. Real deal. Like, they're moved by us, and therefore that is what attracts them to it. You know, and so that's gonna be worked on. Hopefully, we can crank something out before the end of the month. Get a little run in with that. And what was the other thing? The other thing was marketing again. So I went and sat down with a guy from his name is Jose Garcia. He works for AKA, the little fight gym that all these top wrestlers and professional MMA fighters, they train there. So I went there yesterday, and I seen Cain Velasquez, and then I seen Daniel Cormier, and they're running a program right now for the kids. So they were in there practicing. You know, they were in there doing their thing, but I didn't bother them. You know what I mean? I was like, man, I'm talking to this guy, and all his thing is, like I told you guys in the text, I told him I would go talk to my brothers. I'm gonna see what's good with them, and then we'll figure it out. But his thing is, like, once again, he doesn't want any money. He just wants to help build the brand, and by doing that, he said, man, I just want you to keep my cooler full because I run into so many different athletes, and and then these, as you can see, there's a couple big names right here. Then there's a lot of big names that fight for Bellator, that he has access to, and then we can, bypass the manager and just go straight to them, where there's, no fees or actually no money talked about as far as sponsorship. It's just product sponsorship, either with the juice, and then with T-shirts or banners, like things like that. Yeah, it's money, but it's not in the form of you just cashing them out. You're giving them what we feel is beneficial, which is, okay, we're promoting our brand. You're getting free product. Now, both parties. That's what we're looking for. And I told him straight up. I said, man, you know what? I'm gonna give you a shot. Like, this is what I told. I gave him 4 cases yesterday when I met with him. Cool dude, cool Asian dude. But at the same time, I told him, you know what? This is only gonna go so far. Like, I can do my part as far as giving you free product. That's no problem. But at the same time, like, I'm gonna need something in return as far as, like, what are you actually doing? Because of the fact we're not in stores around that area, let alone stores in San Jose like that, it does us no good if we're just going to give away free product and he's just passing it out to all his, passing it out to the people that come in and they can't even go find the drink. That's pointless. But he told, if he's able to do what he says he's going to do, which like get the product in the hands of people that are well known, like that people actually know, then we'll continue on this partnership of us giving up free product in exchange for, the marketing aspect of those fighters that are in the limelight that are promoting our product for us, because it's an exchange of value. And we're bringing them business by promoting what they got going on. They're bringing us business by what we got going on. And I mean, all in all, it was, it was cool, but I just want to see what happens. And that's another risk that we're taking right now. It may seem like it's minimal, but it's not. It's like that's product right there that we're giving up for free in hopes that he can come through on his word and get these guys that are big names to throw the brand out there and help build brand awareness. So we'll see. I mean, what do you guys think about that? You guys have any thoughts or anything about that?
Yeah, it's just going to be tough. I mean, like you said, if we're not in any of those stores there, I mean, the good thing about it is that when they do fight, maybe they do like it that much to where they're carrying it out with them, or
yeah, because only thing is UFC. Like the UFC fighters are not going to be able to do it because of the contracts that they have with,
yeah,
I believe it's Monster and
Dethroned.
Yeah, well, I think it's the beverage contract they have with Monster. That once again, Monster is owned by Pepsi, or is it not Coke?
And you know what else I always see on UFC is that other fucking drink, Nas.
Oh yeah, Nas. I think are they owned by Coke? Yeah, I think that's Coke. Yeah, Coke owns Monster.
And then Pepsi owns Nas? Or is Nas on their own?
Nah, one of those major. I think Pepsi does own Nas. Because one of those major corporations, that's what they do. They corner it. Like they only press their products. You can't do anything outside of their products, and so that's the only thing with that. They won't be able to do that. But for the other ones, like Bellator and whatever else the fighting MMA thing is, they don't have no contracts, and the fighters can actually go out there and bring whatever they have with them. So that was what he was trying to push on me. I mean, they really enjoyed the drink. Another thing was he was like, man, what do you think about like creating something with no sugar? And I was just like, well, I mean, the thing is, like, we can't appeal to everybody. Like what we have here, because he was talking about, man, I got a lot of ideas. I want to change the formula. I was like, oh yeah, it's not gonna go down like that. I mean, we got something on our hands that's working out for us. Like, just because you got a couple connections or whatever, that doesn't mean we're gonna be just bound down and just changing everything up. Like, it doesn't work like that. And I said, man, there's always other offerings as far as extending the line, because that's what we want to do and what we're going to do with our second flavor. But yeah, he was just like, man, yeah, I mean, it's really good. I just want to help, like build up help build your brand with like getting groups of people like to really go out there, like fighters or whatever, and they're basically oozed out. Like, you got ooze juice, and then they're creating this buzz around. So everybody's like, man, what's this? What they got going on over here? And I was like, oh yeah, that's a cool idea. That's what's up. Um, Once again, it's everything is just all talk until we see like the results. And he took a couple pictures. He sent me a picture of one of his some guy from Bellator. He's an Olympic athlete, and I was like, man, that's cool, but I don't. Who is this guy? I guarantee majority of people don't even know who this guy is, so it's kind of useless. Like, so I mean, I took that right there, like the picture that he sent, because he sent it last night, and I was like, oh yeah, that's cool, that's what's up. But it's once again, it's just like catching somebody at a sampling event. But at least at the sampling event, you have an option to, or yeah, there's two choices that they can make. They can purchase the product there. As far as this, where you get the product for free and that's it. Where you gonna purchase it from unless you're going online? So those are the things that we're talking about. They really, they worked out with they were working with Body Armor, and I guess the guy he was uh, taking pictures and video footage of the athletes training, and you can't do that because they're under contract, and so that's why they had to cut ties with Body Armor. And he says, man, yeah, I don't really when I'm looking at new things, I don't really bring in too many people. He said, but I seen you guys, and I was just like, oh man, let me see what these guys are about. And I was like, all right, yeah, that's what's up. And then another thing is like, man, this is like a family here. We're cool, we're a family. And so for you, like if we're really gonna do something, you would actually have to come out here like on a regular basis, not just come to drop off product, but come out here and build relationships. And I was just like, I'm thinking to myself, yeah, that's cool, but once again, it has to make sense. Like if we have outlets, if you guys are, getting in the stores accounts that are nearby you, if you're getting in their ears to tell them to carry on the product, now we have a reason. Now it makes sense that we can go out here and just be like, okay, now we can service the accounts, we can stop by, we can build these relationships as compared to just going out there and just hanging out for a few hours and nothing what's accomplished. Like we're not making any money. We're just giving away free product. Yeah, we're trying to build relationships, but that takes time. And that's something that for me personally is like, are we willing to give up that much time? Because we don't understand like how impactful or beneficial it could be on our end just yet. Like that's how I see it. Like if we had, like if he had the real in on these guys and just be like, hey man, this is my dude right here, man, we need to help promote this and build this thing up, and they was all with it, they was all on board, then it would be something to just, okay, let's try to pursue this or whatever. But I wanted to just give it a chance for a few months just to see, like, but if nothing happens, then obviously we just we take the L or whatever. But I just wanted to bring it to you guys' attention, like, what that meeting was about and what was brought to the table. Simple as that. I mean, we're really trying to get the brand out there and expose it in a major way. But at the same time, you don't want to shoot yourself in the foot if it's not benefiting you. Like at the moment, we gave a free product. We gave 4 cases of product that we could have sold, but we're basing it on faith, and we're saying to ourselves, all right, let's just try it out. Like everything is trial and error, so we'll see, how much of an influence he has on these fighters and what we can be able to do. And he told me like one of the guys, he's like, man, some guy's about to fight pretty soon. He got like 3 belts or whatever, and in Bellator, and he's like, man, you want to sponsor that guy? I was like, well, who is he? Like, I don't really know him like that. Like as the fighter, I think maybe have seen one of his fights, but I was like, man, He said, man, he's a big fighter. I was like, all right, well, once again, we got to do our research. Like, who, is he as big as he says he is, or what is the case? So we'll keep the dialogue flowing. Me and this guy Jose, and I'll keep you guys posted on things with that. Um, and then another thing is as far as sales, because we're doing what we've been doing is I talked to Thair. This is the last thing, and then free up the floor. But the last thing was sales, and this is something that we know, but we get lazy, or yeah, I guess you could say lazy. Yeah, I would say lazy, complacent, relaxed. Like when we do, this is what we do. Like when we drop off orders, big orders, and be like, cool, and we'll just wait till it just sells out. Like we don't it doesn't matter how much time it takes. We're just waiting till, okay, it takes a few months and then or whatever, and then cool. Then we'll come out and then we'll do samples and then we'll just get the rest of it off. Well, we have to switch that up, and the reason why we have to switch that up and be more aggressive is because like our focus should be on these accounts that get large quantities. We know which ones they are. They're the shell accounts. They're the grocery, the shell accounts. Moms and pops grocery stores. Other gas stations. Grocery stores. We know which ones accounts. We have them in our database. But our job is to, and I was telling Mick this earlier, I said, man, I went out last week. I went out there for 3 days to just one account in Santa Cruz, our top selling account, which is AJ's Market. AJ's Market. And in 2 days, like I counted how many solid cases that they had. They had 11 solid cases, and then they had whatever else was on the rack. And in 2 days, I was able to sell like 14, 15 cases. And this is me just going out there from 12 to 4. You know what I mean? Like 4 hours, but just hustling. And then the last day, on Friday, I left them with 9 bottles because I sold out like the rest of like what they had. And I said, oh, damn, I can't. I said, oh, maybe this would be cool till Monday, but they sold out on Saturday. So when I came on that Monday, and I was like, man, good thing I came and everything was gone. I was like, oh, man. Because usually we go to a spot and we sell, and then sometimes when we come back, it's still the same amount. But that's not the case for like accounts like this, AJ's Market and Shells and other of our big retailers. So I get to talking to Thair, and he tells me, that's the manager, by the way, he tells me, he said, man, you know what? I want to get another order in by the fall. He said, man, but it's on you. He said, man, you come here and you do your thing, and we see you doing your thing, and you look at how many cases you sell just by coming out here. He said, I want that to happen because, man, it's better than you going to like 5 or 6 of your locations out here, and they're only getting 1 or 2 cases as compared to me. I'm going to buy 70 cases, or I'm going to buy however many, whatever the deal is. I'm going to buy that, and I'm going to buy in bulk. So you think about it. He said, man, if you want to do it and you're up for it, I want you to come out here like a couple times a week and do what you know how to do best. It's funny because his brother, he was like, man, when I said, hey, man, AJ, I got to go, because I'm going to sell you out if I stay here. He was like, you're a madman. It was hella funny. He was like, you're a madman out there. And I was just like, what? I was dying. And I said, man, they can't turn down a smile. But they see, like, it's real. Like, all the employees, this is how I know and how effective our samplings are, because when I'm out there and I get a person to buy one, and I was like, oh, I just want to try one. And then now the employees, because they're seeing me more often, they're going like this. Oh, if you spend an extra $1, you can get 2. And then they sold them on 2. Like everything, like when we talk about how to teach the employee how to be a brand ambassador, that's exactly what we did with Shell. And this is exactly right here what we're doing with AJ's is because they need to get comfortable enough to help you sell this product, but in order for that to happen, they need to see you on a regular basis, and therefore that's what's been happening in there. And I told Mick, hey, when we go out to going out to Santa Cruz, it can't just be me like going out there and just sampling at one spot. Now we have to actually go out there. Yeah, I'll stay there, or we take turns. But then the other person, there has to be another body that goes to the other accounts and do our regular 30 minutes to an hour and keep it pushing, because that keeps these accounts alive as well. Yeah, it's only a few cases, but still, we need these accounts active because they're purchasing from us. But that's the plan. And then even out here, like going to the shells. Doing more samplings at the Shell locations and the ones that order 10 plus. You know, the people that order five cases or below. Yeah, we can give them our time, but what good is it if we're out there for an hour or two and we sell them out and they just order another 2 cases? It's not really that beneficial for us as compared to we go to Shell now. On the other hand, and they went from 11. Now they want 22. And then next thing you know, just like what we did with Jim, he wanted 55 cases. It's that easy, but they just have to feel that we're going to play our part and come in there. Because I know Joe, like he when he ordered that 22, Mick said, man, I'm going to be out here like 2 days every week. Yeah, he ain't been out there 2 days every week, but the times that he does go out there, he sells over 2 cases. And you do the math, you go out there, do 4 cases a week, man, that's 16 cases in a month right there. And he's already up for the next order. But that's like the push that we're trying to get to now, and we can't afford to just slack off because of the weather or whatever. Because it was overcast like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, all overcast in Santa Cruz, and I just went and like, man, and it rained on me too. And I was just like, man, I'm just going to go try. I'm just going to see what it's about. And we got there, and bam, we got off the rest of his product, got him to reorder, and that is how we have to play this game. So and really focus on these accounts that are helping us out the most by ordering larger quantities. And that's what we're going to do here. You know, I mean, we can't please everybody. We would love all of our accounts to push product for us. But the ones that aren't, it's just like, you know what, we can't give them that much of our time, because our time should be focused more on the accounts that are going to give us the most love and buy the most product from us. And because those accounts right there, like Thayer said, they're better than 5 or 6 of these accounts that are just buying 1 or 2 cases. Way better. I mean, we see the checks, like when they come in. I'd rather have one of those checks than I'd rather have them all, but the 1 or 2 cases is just like, yeah, it's cool, it's all to the good, but it's just like, damn, we've been doing this for hella long with y'all. When y'all gonna step up and take 5 cases on, or when y'all gonna do that? And it's like, man, you know what we do. If you guys show us a little bit of something, we're gonna show you what we're able to do on our end. And I mean, that's how we're gonna play it, especially because it's been beautiful weather. We've been having great weather out here, and not only that, but we know we get that Indian summer kick, and that's gonna be our marketing, like all throughout, like the rest of this month to November. Yeah, we get beautiful weather all the way till then. We're gonna be, having to grind it out, and I expect us to be making a delivery at AJ's pretty soon too. Like when he put that on the table, and I was just like, man, yep, I'm gonna come out here. I mean, I like going out there anyways. It's cool. The people are just they're easy. They're easy to sell to, and the big thing is, it's like, hold on real quick, let me just charge it. Yeah, but the big thing about AJ's market, like what I like about it, is because this dude, he's one of those futurists. Like, he looks at products and he says to himself, yeah, this will do good. And what I mean by that is he was actually the first one to bring in kombucha. When kombucha was nothing, kombucha didn't have no rep, nothing. He brought it in. Now look where kombucha is today. You know what I mean? He was the first one, and he said, man, when he seen our drink, he was like, man, this is gonna do well. And Pizzo will tell you guys himself. Like when we went there and we dropped off them cases, 70 cases, like a month, two later, he didn't even move nothing. He said, or like a week, or yeah, we went back like a week or two later, and he's like, yeah, I already moved 5 cases, but he didn't even move 5 cases. Then we went back a month later, and still, it was just like, damn, man, what the and he had all that product, and it was like, man, how we gonna pull this one off? But it wasn't moving. Yeah, it was in the winter time, but still, we were kind of scared. Like, damn, is this nigga gonna get it off? And then next thing you know, we do a few sampling events. Now you got 1 loyal customer. Now you got 2 loyal customers. Now you got a few loyal customers, and that it starts to chip away, chip, 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 chip. Now you got 30 cases. Now you got 20. Now you're down to the last little bit, and we go out there and we kill it, and we do our thing. And now he orders again. But I've been able to convert kombucha, like kombucha drinkers. I've been able to convert them here, and here was our play is because kombucha is like $3.49 for like 1 bottle. It's like hella expensive. Like I mean, even Oosh Juice is expensive like that at some of our locations. But kombucha, you know, I got the name, I got the brand, everything. People going in there, they're buying 1 bottle of that, and so you know, I'm over there, and people are like, man, I was looking for something new to drink. And I told this story to like Will. This lady, she just came and she was like, man, she tried it out. Next thing you know, she was like, what? This is 2 for $4? She ended up grabbing 8 bottles.
Damn.
It was so good. Not only was it so good, but the price. She said, man, this is too good to be true. I'm over here spending like $3.49 or whatever on kombucha, and I could get 2 for $4, and so I might as well stock up, get 8. She grabbed 8 of them. Then I ran into some other ladies. They were like, man, that's my new favorite drink right there. Yeah, I used to drink kombucha, but now I'm drinking Oosh Juice, and I'm just like, oh man, that's what's up. But it's just those little things like that when they see you enough. Because I was there for 3 days in a row, and people will see me the first day, but pass. Hey man, I seen you yesterday. What is this stuff all about? Bam, got him. Hey man, 2 days later, hey, I seen you. Bam, got them. But it was just about me posting up, you know, in front of the spot and just getting off, you know, hustling. Yeah, and but that's our plan of attack for the rest of the summer. Like I
I gotta
told you,
get some more of this.
I really wanted to do more samplings, and we've been doing a lot more for the summer samplings than we have in the past. So it's been pretty good for us. It's been working out, and I want to continue to keep that going because of the fact that we have summer slumps because the kids are out of school and nobody's going to these stores, so we have to get those crowds that you know during the summertime. We have to get those crowds to build awareness to these summer crowds, and that's what we're doing here. But other than that, man, that was the last. That was the last we did. Our summer, like right now, you guys seeing the numbers of what we're at, or where you guys are at, as far as what we try to do to reach 100 cases.
Mark me down for 1 more.
1 more.
Yeah.
So when I text you guys all yesterday, yeah. So Pizzo, so mark you down for 1 more. You're at 61. S is at 92. You know you need 8 more to go.
39.
I got you.
Oh, you got it already?
Yep.
All right, good. In 8 cases, you're done deal. 100, and then Will, you're at 68. So you're almost there, and it's just the little things like when we have we get the opportunity that chips more away at it, and so that everything is to the good. It's like, okay, little by little. Don't lose sight. Like I told you guys last night, don't lose sight of the goal. Like we challenged ourselves to get 100 cases. Let's get that 100 cases, and then let's move on to something new. But the objective of putting these numbers in perspective each month. If you guys caught that hangout, I think it was like 2 weeks ago or on a Wednesday, or work on Wednesday. The objective, me and Ed were talking about it, is to always have something to look at, so it forces us to not only challenge ourselves but each other, because it keeps us in check. Like, okay, man, oh damn, I need to pull my own weight. Like if he's still out there and he's doing his thing, man, I need to make sure that I compete too at a high level, because that's what it is. If we're always seeing these numbers in our face, like, damn, man, I only got a couple cases, a couple sales this month, it doesn't make us feel good. It doesn't. It's like, man, if we're trying to always reach 100 cases in a month, and we don't even get half of that, like, we got to change something up. We got to be more aggressive. We got to be more out there. We got to find more events. We got to be a part of more events. Whatever the case may be, like we have to figure it out, because there's no way that like we shouldn't be able to at least do 50 to 100 in a month. Like I'm competing against myself. Like I did 209 last month. Right now I'm at 102. And we're in 14 days left, and I'm saying to myself, damn. I told Will this. I was like, I want to get to 100, and I made it to 100. I'm like, how the hell? Like, damn, 200 it seems so far away. It's 98 cases away, and we got what 17 days left. But it's like the thrill of like, man, okay, I'm still trying to push the 200, because that's I'm driven, and that's how we all need to be. Like we need to force ourselves, not force, but we need to have that drive and that motivation to say, man, you know what? I want to sell one more case than I did last month. Something like that. Like how we said, man, if we want to sell one more case and we get that one more case, then now we want to sell 2 more cases than we did. We get that, man, and it just keeps on going up. But if we don't have that mentality, if we don't have these numbers to always look us in the face and say, damn, we need to pick it up, or damn, let's do even better, then we'll fall behind like we did before. Like before we even implemented this thing, we'll fall behind again, and I don't want to do that, because you're taking a risk that your company could fail. Like, and what I mean by fail is the lights go off because we wanted to BS, and we said, oh, it's cool, we put it in cruise control, everything is good. Like, let's not do that. Let's not even play like that with the mission that we're on right here, because it could easily go bad for us. And there's nothing special. Like, yeah, God gave us this mission, and He gave us this gift to go after, but He ain't gonna be like, oh, y'all think y'all just gonna sit back and things are gonna happen? Nah. It don't work like that. He gonna put it in our face, and he gonna show us the real. Like however real we want it to be, it's gonna be that real. And I just can't afford it. We can't afford it. We have to stay on our toes, because this not only is the competition so fierce, but each and every day somebody new is popping up. Not only that, but each and every day we're trying to compete and market towards keeping loyal customers. We're trying to compete with these major corporations that can drop their prices at ease, and they're making drinks for 2 for $3, $1.50 a bottle, and we're selling ours for $2.99, 2 for $4, 2 for $5, and we're trying to compete with these guys that just sell like they can do whatever they want, because they're getting so many different profit margins. As to us, man, we need it all. Like, man, they could have probably 20% over here, 30% over there, 15% over there. It don't even matter, because they got so many damn accounts, and that's why they're able to do that. And not only that, but their portfolio is so extensive with all these different products, and so it's like, whatever. We're mass producing. We can do this all day, and that's why they say the house always wins in Vegas or at a casino. because they could do it all day. They got all the money. But there's always that that one person or that one company that just comes out of nowhere that nobody even seen coming, and they were the dark horse, and then next thing you know, now they're eating at that big table. And that's what I believe we are. But in order for us to get there, it's keeping, like our data in front of us. Like that's the only way. That's our business intelligence. We don't have the sophisticated software and all that other stuff, but what we do have is keeping track of numbers. And we can keep track of our numbers and know that we're heading in the right direction and play this game how we know we should play it. I see good things that's going to continue to happen for us. And that's just truly and honestly what I believe. So with that being said, that's my time. If anything else, feel free to say. If not, we go ahead and get on our separate ways. But I thank you guys.
Nah, just on the marketing play, he's just waiting for your call. Like you said, anytime after 6.
Okay.
Once you guys set that up and you ask all the questions you want to ask him, it's pretty much ready to rock.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So he said that and exactly like we talked about, at the call, drop of a dime. Hey, what's up? I need 10 more shirts. Bam, it's knocked out like that. And that's the advantage we have with working closely with him, because he's my boy. Whereas with other companies, we can't do it like that.
Yeah.
So I think that's one of the advantages of what will help us to grow. And then the other, just inside knowledge on, what they've done on their website and what they've had success with. I'm pretty sure he'll give us a lot of those tips.
What is his website called?
Heroics.
Heroics. Actually, look it up real quick. Is it just like spelled heroics like the real way?
I think so. Nope. Okay, let me look it up on their Instagram real fast.
Oh, yeah. Right, that's
Is it heroic spelled like hero?
nah. You got to tell me.
It's heroicsclothing.com.
Direct competitor. What is it?
Heroicsclothing.com.
Heroicsclothing.com. Heroes Clothing. Is it the one on Shopify? With Frank Gore? Oh, yeah, Mo Buckets is on the front page.
Frank Gore, Mo Buckets. I think Kaepernick. Like they've done shirts for Kaepernick, Steph Curry, as you can see. They did a couple shirts for Mayweather. But that's him right there in the middle. The Millie dude.
Wait.
His name is Kofi. If you see the one with the guy holding the baseball bat.
Yeah. That's him?
Yeah, that's him, Kofi.
He's black?
Yeah. He played soccer at UC Santa Cruz too, so that's
yeah, I seen that UC Santa Cruz thing when you sent me, and I was like, oh, he's in Santa Cruz?
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Did you ask them what kind of numbers that they do?
What do you mean numbers?
Like as far as sales wise,
Papers.
Like how much?
Oh no, I haven't asked them that.
No, all right. Cool. Yeah, I'll give him a call. and then we'll see what's good, man. Try to get some cranked out.
Yeah, I'm ready for that.
I know, man.
This time I'm gonna get all the new shit before y'all.
This is gonna be getting all the boxes like, oh, there goes my shirt.
Like, why I didn't get one?
Ooh. All right, man. Anybody else got anything?
No.
You all good?
Nah.
All right, man. That's what's up, man. Yeah, but for those of you who got on late, man, go ahead and check this out when you get some time. Let's stay in contact. Let's communicate. Let's continue to do our job and continue to grow our small startup. You know, the whole mission was to build our beverage empire, and not only that, but you really think about building your beverage empire. You switch that word out, like you just take out beverage and you say build. What is it? Build your empire. Like that's what we're trying to do. Like internally, though, like the greatness that we always talk about within. Like we're really. Like if you look at your lives in the past couple of years and you say, damn, you may not come a long way, but you have. And like the reason is because like I said, yeah, you could challenge yourself, but when you have someone else right there challenging you, that it like speeds up the process. And that's why we're here today. That's why our company continues to thrive, is because there are people like us that are willing to put our pride to the side, and we understand the mission, we understand the vision, we understand where we're headed with this. We know where our promised land is, and we're taking all the necessary steps that we need to get there. There was a saying that said, "Man, you're exactly where God wants you to be." Like, and when I hear that, I know that I want to do so much more, just like I know you guys want to do so much more. But if you think about like everything that happens, and we say everything that happens for a reason, and for example, this is an example. Somebody is like, man, if they would have took one more step, they would have got hit by a car. You know what I mean? But he didn't take that step. Like, so for us, if we're exactly where he wants us to be, then sometimes it's like, dang, even though we don't think that we're doing enough, or even though we feel like, man, we could be further, there's always something in this like this universe that like for us that is putting us in this moment for an exact reason, and it's probably because like he don't want us to get hit by the car yet. You know what I mean? And not like in a dire way, but like as far as organic growth, like getting hit by that major corporation, like that just put us out of business. He probably don't want us to do that. Like right now, like not all. Like, man, okay, just be patient with this process. Continue to work on the systems that you have in place. Continue to build up these establishments that you are in, and the foot traffic and the traction. Continue to get those sales going up and skyrocketing, because what did we learn? It's not about how many doors you're in. It's about how well you are doing in those doors. That's all that matters. We can build $1 million company with the accounts that we're in. We've seen what 11 accounts can do for Shell. If we really put our minds to it and we say, man, we're going to go out here and we're going to focus on these 11 accounts and we're going to build these up into the top selling retailers, we could do that. Like, we really could build a $1 million company just by that alone. And that's why the new focus is to focus, or the new plan of attack is to focus on these accounts that are bringing in the most dough. Sampling events, build these relationships, build these brand evangelists up, getting all these things ready, because when that time comes, and it will come, these ones right here that are doing so well for us, they're going to be even doing that much more in the future, because of the fact that they believed in us from the gate and they stuck it out with us throughout the journey. That's why our attention needs to be focused more on them, because of the fact that there's so many that don't believe, but the ones that do believe, it comes back in return, and like we're gonna reap the harvest from what we sowed into these accounts. And so respect it. Like I tell you guys all the time, respect the grind. I respect each and every one of you that continue to put this effort forward. And then even shout out to Ray up there. You know what I mean? Like I tell you this right now, like I didn't know what to expect I talked to S with this. I said, man, when Ray hit me up about the pallet, I was just like, I don't know, But S said, man, I knew it was.
I knew.
Yeah, like I knew
what he was going.
It was gonna go down. And I was just like, me personally, I don't know. Ray's out there.
You ain't got no choice. Oops, what you gonna do? Sit on 200 cases?
Exactly. Yeah. And then when movement happened, and I said to myself, damn, that's how powerful our meetings were when we were in there, Work Hard Wednesday, and we're practicing in the garage, and we're pitching, and we're going at it over the hangouts, and we're like, nah, you need to work on this. Nah, you better look him dead in the eyes. Nah, you better work on your posture. Nah, you better work on your mannerisms. We're getting in each other's faces like that, and we say like this, man, a whole different territory with just going based on faith. We're leaving it in the hands of Ray out here, and we're saying, man, we believe that in the times, the quiet times when we were practicing and we were working on our game, we believe and have faith in that was going to propel him to that prepared him enough to do what he did. And look, both pallets are gone. It didn't
preparation,
even preparation. All that preparation, he was out there, and when he did that event, and I was just like, damn, he did that event and he killed it, and it was only a one-man army. Yeah, he probably needed other help, like out there with helping him out. But I can only imagine if like we would have pushed up there, how much more we could have did, because now they see hella people. They're like, oh damn, he got the squad with him, and it makes it that much more realer for people as compared to seeing one man show, and it's like, yeah, okay, they're still kind of in disbelief. But when you see a group out there and they're out there hustling, they're out there doing what they do, now it becomes like, oh, damn, wait, these guys, maybe I should take them a little bit more serious. But just to be able to do what he's done for not only the promo, but after that, when the second pallet came in, and then to clean it all up, like to finish it all off, man, that's props. That's major props. And that has, like, for him to go through what he's gone through, and me telling him, hey man, just take a step back and focus on yourself, but at the same time still have his pride, be like, fuck that, man, this promo's going on, oops, send me a pallet. Like he didn't say send me a few cases, he said send me a pallet. Send me a pallet. Like, just like, okay, he didn't like, that takes a lot of balls, because how the hell, like, if I'm thinking about a pallet, I'm like, damn, how the hell I'm going to get up 102 cases? And then next thing you know, he's busting moves like, fuck it, I'm just going to post out this little concert right here, hustle out the trunk. Like that right there, we do that too, but still, he all the way out in Tacoma, and he just going off for faith. Like, real deal. Like, oh, God told me to go here, I'm going to go. And look, he gets off work right there. Then it's little by little, he starts gaining confidence, he starts making more connections, he starts using his connections and their connections, and next thing you know, 204 cases out the door. And it's building up more and more brand awareness in an area that a lot of people, they want it in that area. We can't please everybody, but at the same time, we're teasing them right now. Like, yeah, we got it right here if you want it. It's little by little.
They kept hitting it on social media, and now they see in living flesh. Like, oh damn, it's here.
Yeah.
They asked for it, but they asked for it and they bought it up.
Bought it up, man.
Lesson in belief too. It's like Bug said, when he told me, he was like, I don't know. I was like, hell nah, he's gonna kill it. He got to. And it's not just that. It's because, again, in our preparation, man, as wrong as we were giving information sometimes when we were put to the test, we were so believable. And if you understand people, like, they have no knowledge about what Ushus is other than what we fed them through social media. Mm-hmm. So if they're really paying attention, they might catch you, but even if you're wrong, you're so believable because of our preparation. Yeah, we might mix up, facts here and there, but man, that just goes to show this is a measuring tool. Like, we were like, oh, we can't even measure those things. Look, all that preparation and how many missed meetings, but still we drilled it and drilled it and drilled it, and look, it flows when you need it to. So, just in belief, like I said, all those people, man, they don't even know what the hell. You can tell them whatever you want, man. Oosh used to make you jump up on top of the roof. And they were like, what? Like, as long as you're believable, but we don't want to be wrong with the information. We do definitely want to give them the right information. And that's why it's so important. Every meeting, what do? We constantly do it. We start off with the ingredients. We start off with, what is our product? And this goes to show that it does work. So another thing I just wanted to say too is like flashback. There have been a lot of meetings where we're all on here, all 5 of us. We're missing what, Kelly? Mick. We're missing Mick, but Mick and Kelly. But look, there were 5 of us here. That's the majority. We don't have that a lot of times. This is one of the times that we can actually enjoy this and understand that, look, all those times that we were meeting and we were all on, a lot of times we were getting in trouble. Like we was messing up. We was all coming back like, oh, I'm sorry for this and I'm sorry for that and I'm going to do better at this. All those reflection points. Well, here's a reflection point that you can look back and say, okay, we set goals and we still knock them down. Even though, we go about our business and sometimes we're here, sometimes we're not. It just goes to show that we are watching these hangouts. We're understanding still what's going on, keeping in the loop. And now we can reflect and say, man, this was a good feeling. This is a good meeting. Looking forward, like now people are getting props. Why? Because they believed in it. They just kept going. And that's why it's, there's no room for us to give up. So reflect on all those times you wanted to give up and now understand this is why we didn't give up. Because it is possible. We planned, we prepared for it. Look, Ray killed us in sales. Killed it. Like, I'm over here like, damn, bro, I'm trying to catch up to 100 already, but killed it. And that's what we expect, though. Just because, again, you might have thought, oh, man, I got in trouble so much that I was the lowest man on the pole. Hey, well, when it's time to step it up, you stepped it up. Same thing. Pie, he had a lot of low points. Will had a lot of low points. I had a lot of low points. Mick had a lot of low points. And Boog had a lot of low points. But again, as long as we stay together and we continue to stay with each other, that's what we talked about, man. We feed off of each other and we grow. And that's, man, I can't wait to try to catch that 200. It'll be tough, but I'm just looking. But one of the things, too, that Boog brought up last meeting, I was able to catch it. I think it was just you and Will. But executive decisions.
Oh,
Feel like if you feel like you got to pull the plug on certain things, and I've done it many times, and I told Boog straight up, I said, hey, look, one account I gave them 5 + 1. Why? Because they was just so good at trying to help us sell the product that I wanted to help them. All right, here, look, I'm gonna show you. This is what we can do for you. If you're able to help us sell this product that's no name in an area where nobody really knows about it, then there's some incentive for you. And so we're showing them that you are getting into bed, with the right person. You're hooking up with the right connection that not only cares about your business, but wants to help you grow that business. So executive decision, if you feel like somebody deserves whatever prices that we set, like Boog said, you got to know what our profit margins are. And at the special, we were at 49% and so forth. So if you understand those, he gave us the green light to pull the plug. Talked about also not selling yourself short, or he said that the example was, when I told Paul's dad, I didn't tell Paul's dad. I actually told Paul that it was $25 before, and now his dad tried it out because it was in our office in the refrigerator, and now he tried it out. He's like, "Oh, I want to buy some," and I told Paul, but I said it like this. I said, "Hey, but you're not gonna get that $25 price. That was the deal." I was like, "You should have bought some more." He was like, "Well, I didn't know my dad was gonna like it," but but he basically saying, still let them know we sold it at $60 a pop. We're used to it, but it's just, again, with our preparation of knowing when and where, whether to pull the plug or not, or whether you're selling yourself short. We got to keep practicing and keep recognizing those things. It's only going to make ourselves better.
Yeah, man. Damn. Real quick, man, because you just triggered something, and we have everyone here. But me, Pizzo, and Will already did this. But since we had you guys on there, because we haven't really got a chance to talk about how you guys performed in June, what you guys thought about your performance, what you guys could have thought you could have did better. But real quick, how do you guys feel? Like, you two, whoever wants to go first, feel free. Out of S and Ray. And just go into speak on it a little bit, because when we had our discussion, me, Pizzo, and Will, it helped us out a lot to put things in perspective and what we were able to do in that amount of time. And people laid it all out there. Pizzo said, "Man, for the first week or so, I was nowhere to be found. I was MIA, and I took the challenge on late, and it really hurt me." Because it was like, man, you hear all these mixed emotions and whatnot, and then even Will going into his is like, man, I could have did better. Like, we all feel that we could have did better, and then I pointed the light right back on him. We can only, like I said, we're in the place that he wants us to be in right now. Yeah, and that's the great thing about us, recognizing that we want to do more, because we're telling ourselves we can do more. Like, if we want to do more, then we can do more. And so if you guys could just go in a little bit about your June performance, really appreciate it.
I'll go first. Just to piggyback off of that, because I caught that hangout. And Pizzo, man, what Pizzo had to say really touched me, like, personally, because, I could relate, with what he was talking about. And we can all relate, because we were all, at one point, we were all feeling a certain way, like, oh man, it's so much stacked against me right now. How do I, I'm swinging, but sometimes I feel like I'm not hitting anything, and it was just, and then me too. I started late. If you remember, I started the second week of June, and really what it came down to was once I made the trip, I went and grabbed a U-Haul, and I seen the pallet coming off of on the forklift. It was just like a fire, like, oh. And then right behind the dude was a couple. I think they were Filipino or something, but they're taking pictures, and they're like, "Hey, is this you?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah." He was like, "Oh my God, we've been taking pictures all day." So I'm like, "Oh yeah, hey, that's 25 a pop. I'll give you one right now." So he's like, "You want? Let me get two." And then it just sparked. I was like, "Oh, okay." So I'm like, I didn't even unload the pallet, and I got two sales. So like, like with Pizzo, I'm like, I just wanted to tell him, like, bro, like, we're always gonna go through. The devil is always gonna be there to feed us this BS. That's his job. And we just have to, I'm still going through it right now with everything going on, trying to balance, and that's the key word, is balance. And you just gotta find it in yourself to just say, just block him out, just stomp, like we've learned since we was babies, man. Stomp the devil out and let God in and do his work, because he wants to. So, but yeah, man, June, I got the pallet, and there was a concert like the next weekend. And as soon as I got the pallet, I'm just getting all these ideas, like, man, all right, well, shoot, I'm not gonna get in the concert. It's sold out, but I just chill outside and catch cats coming in and out. So I did that. I managed to rack up. I forgot how many sales, but it was a few cases. I was happy. I was like, damn, all right. So then the next day, I started hitting up. I hit up Fro. I hit up Tyler because I know Tyler knows everybody out here. And I was just, what I did was I had him come to the house and I just put it on him like, man, y'all family, you know what this is. Like, you've been knowing what this is. I want you guys to just embrace it and, help me get this pallet off. So I'm pleading with them, and they're like, they were with it. And to me, being out here, solo, it would be, I could do it. That's pride talking, but it was a lot easier with just using your connections, using your network, because some of their reach was a lot farther than mine. I'm somewhat of an introvert, and what that pallet did was it took me out of my comfort zone, because you read the text every day and you're like, man, 800, almost 900 cases, and it's like you feel like you about to just you and your squad, you about to get them up. You don't want your brother to take that hit. So that's how I took it. It was just a fire inside me, and just the more cases I sold, I was like, damn, I am really good at sales. This is what's up. So you start feeding your ego, feeding your confidence builds up, and then before June was over, I was like, man, I'm gonna need another pallet. So I hit Bug. I was like, oh, so we gotta run this other pallet. And in my head, I'm like, this fool's gonna be like, nigga, shut the fuck up. Hell no. You better get that first one off first. But he was with it. And, it wasn't until I actually physically got product in that I was like, man, all those emotions that I was going through months prior with, not being able to do much and wanting to do much but not being able to, as soon as our product got up here, it was a go. It was a wrap after that. And so, like, for me, June was just the key word for June was attack. No matter what, no matter if you don't think that person you're looking at wants to talk to you, it don't matter, because you need to get that pallet off. So you just talking, you spitting game, you going back, you practicing in the car ride on the way to events. It was funny as shit. But for me, it was live. I loved it. It made me feel a certain way after you meet your goal and you want to overachieve. So to me, it was just attacking and wanting more. Just like right now, when Book puts out and he's beating the shit out of us, it makes me feel a certain way. Like, oh hell no. Nah. So just be inspired and let your brothers inspire you, because that's what you guys do. You guys, you inspire me to want to be something that I don't feel I am yet. And to me, that was June in a nutshell.
Yeah, I mean, just to add real quick, I mean, what I was most impressed about is the teamwork. I mean, when I'm seeing Simon post, and he can vouch for me too. But when Simon is running the game to people, that's how I know you gave him the information, the necessary information, so that he can present it in a way that, okay, if I wasn't here, I know this dude can sell it. And that's what I felt about everybody when I'm seeing everybody's posts. And yeah, a lot of them are from down here and they moved up there, but just to see that teamwork, and then it was consistent throughout the whole month, and they're pushing, and then they're getting these people involved, and not only that, but they're making purchases, and they're making people feel good about the purchase, and then repurchasing. I mean, those are the little things that I take away from it, because, and then Will brought something up too, is Ray getting all these people's names down, because we need to be able to contact these people because they have the potential of becoming a loyal customer. And so when I seen that, I sent you the text. You got it. You said, yeah, I got most of them down. But that's what we have to build on. Those are little things that we have to build on moving forward. And we're still testing out the market. We're still trying to see. Look, we went from 25 cases, or $25 to a case, to jump to $60 a case in a month. And what happens? You sell the rest of those cases. It went from, and that's how you know it's like, damn, because you can, like even when people like this past weekend, they're buying. They know there was a $25 sale. There were some people that were there. I was like, hey man, you guys still doing the June special? I was like, oh man, you missed out. And,
July. Why would
I said, well, it's July, and it's $60 a case and whatever. And we're saying, we'll do 40. We'll take it down to 40. And it's we had people that bought for $40 a case, but still, it's like to be able to make that jump, knowing that we put this thing on blast, $25 a case, but still have the confidence to go back to $60 at event pricing, and just be bold enough to be like, yeah, man, it's $5 a pop. You may not want it, but somebody else gonna want it. To have that boldness, it says a lot about us as brand evangelists, as a team, to go out there and feel confident in our move, to just step out there. I mean, that's real. It's like, damn, you just went to that event just to be, and you were in a snack shack that it wasn't even your booth, but yet you got off 16 cases right there in somebody else's booth. And so just imagine if we had our own booth and we were out there and we were just grinding it out. I can only imagine we could have probably, in 2 days, we could have probably doubled that number with having more manpower, more feet to the street, and then, doing what we need to do. But that's what I just wanted to add. Yeah, it started 2 weeks, so that's huge. 2 weeks, the second week you started, and I'm just, like I said, man, I was shocked because I didn't know what to expect, and I just wanted to see, and until we see, like we don't understand how we're all wired, right? So I'm going based on your faith. You say you want a pallet, okay, you feel confident enough that you can get off a pallet, so I'm going to go just because we have a relationship, and I want to see what you're going to do with it. And so for you to be able to do that, and not only that, but get another pallet on top of that and move that as well, it's just building up that much more trust for me to say, man, when that time comes, hey, man, we need to start opening up accounts. I trust that you're going to be able to do whatever it takes to make sure that product is moving, when that time comes. And it's just little by little. These are times right here that I take with me, and I'm going to take in, and then that's how I evaluate everything. And when it comes time to make a decision, obviously we'll do the right thing based on what we've seen. You know what I mean? So that's what I wanted to add on to you.
I just want to comment on Ray too. First off, man, congratulations, hats off. I definitely knew you could do it. At times, like you said, we don't even know that we could do it at times, but somebody else believes. And hats off to you. Another thing, natural born leaders. We already know that. Look, we didn't even tell you how to go about distributing it. You said, let me call these guys up and tell them, hey, this is what we got to do. You called all the right people. Even Steve was bragging about it. He came down and was like, bruh, Ray hit me right away. Like, man, we got to do this. And that's what we're talking about, man. We got to learn how to pull them triggers more often. And, I think this too was a breath of fresh air for you, Ray.
Yeah.
Because again, you're so limited. Yeah, you have a job, and again, a lot of us felt at those jobs that we were given and those jobs we asked for, but that didn't knock us out the game. And for you to be able to, coach, put me in. Let me get a pallet. Coach, put me in. Let me get another one. Like, damn, that's MVP right there. That's like MVP status, bro. And so, you know what I mean? I would say if June was an all-star game, you know what I mean? We already know Bug's gonna do what he's gonna do. I mean, much props, but that's expected, and he knows that, and he continues to set the bar high, and we got to keep chasing, and that's what a leader does. And just like Bug did that with us, and you did that with those guys, and you did it methodically. Like, man, you really you really got these guys moving on social media, on, in every which way. And it just goes to show that, man, we already have it in us. We know. We've practiced it. We went through the playbook. We studied it. We continue to talk about it in these Wednesday Work Hard Wednesdays. And that's why it's so important that even if we, catch little bits, catch it. You know what I mean? Watch it. Because this is what the outcome is when you're put on the spot, on the spot. When the spotlight's on you, you just perform. So hats off to you. As far as my June, I got started week 3, and I did about 66 cases to be exact. I felt like I probably could have snuck in at least 15 more, but if I had a whole month, double that. But at the same time, it's like sometimes we won't have a whole month. We might just have 2 weeks, and so you just got to keep shooting. And I didn't, I seen the numbers shooting up on everyone's stats, and I'm like, man, like Book said, the lowest one I was mad at. I was like, damn, I can't even get this dude. But it encouraged me. Like Book said, we got to continue to see those things, man, and that's why having that palette, I knew you was gonna knock it down, because you can't just sit there looking at it for too many days. That time is coming, and just like I have all the ones downstairs stacked up there for a reason, and so I walk by it every day and I see it, and I got to get rid of them. But I think it was a cool June. I was shooting for 100 and missed it, but I'm almost there. I got 8 more. Once they get put on the records, then I'm there. But yeah, other than that, I think my June was cool. I mean,
Hey, can you hear me?
in and out. Was I breaking up too?
Yeah. We done right there?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Just to add on, started late, obviously, because we didn't get the product up to you. So up to you until, what is that, 3 weeks? You said third week, so you had a couple weeks in, and that falls back on like us, a distribution, us down here, like me personally, for not getting you product quick enough. I think, when did we have the production run? It was like, I think our I think we had the production run the first week, I want to say, June 8th.
Yeah, June 8th, I think it was.
Yeah, I think that's when we had the production run. And so we should have pushed faster. And so those are the things that I like when we have certain things that we want to attack. Then like my mom.
Yeah.
Now are tripping.
Yeah, it's cutting in and out.
Breaking up.
A little bit, yeah.
The last part was just pretty much when we have something, just acting on it like quicker, because the mountain is so high. Like this mountain was pretty high to climb.
Yeah, it was.
And let's just say we do get it there a week early, or two. Once we do the production run, then we're out there and we get product up there. Let's say we do, then who knows? I mean, but those are the things that we look at and we say, okay, let's learn from that, and then move forward. And that's all we can do. So thank you guys, man. Appreciate you guys' feedback and what you guys thought of yourself, and then it's always improvements. Like that's it. Like, yeah, we did good. But how do we do a little bit better?
Yeah.
That's all we should think about. Like, man, never be satisfied with your effort, because you know, if like how we always talk about, if we're doing this like at however much percent, just imagine if we gave it an extra 1 or 2%. Like, because if we're feeling like, man, we could, if that's how, like, if our mentality is like, man, we feel like we can give more, we can do more, and we did what we were able to do, dang, who's to say we can't move double 875? You know what I mean? In a month, if we if we always say we could have did better, who's to say? And I know we can, and I know that these months of raking in, our highest selling month, 19K, we did over 19K last month. I know these months, there are going to be a lot more of these months, because we're going to be pushing hard, like a real hard line, and it's exciting, because when you're saying, dang, we just did almost 20K in a month for a small startup, that's pretty big. We ain't never seen that, but we seen it now. Now we can check that off the list and say, man, how do we do this on every month? Because if you're doing it every month, then now people are getting paid. Now people don't got to worry about another job. Now people don't got to, worry about a boss. And we're our own bosses, and we're making executive decisions, and we get to do what we love and put all our time and energy into what we love. And that's going to be that's going to be a big moment for me. It's coming. It is. And I'm excited for it. So with that, man, thank you guys again. Appreciate it. And then, Ray, go ahead and end us out in prayer, and we get on our separate ways.
Heavenly Father, we thank you, Lord God. We come to you together tonight, another meeting in the books. We thank you. We give you all the glory and the honor, the praise, for you are worthy. You alone, Lord God, are worthy. We thank you. We come to you tonight, Lord God, with hearts full of humbleness and thankfulness, because we know that without you, none of this would ever be possible. And we do this because we want to glorify you. We do this for you. You are the sole reason behind this, the driving force behind all of us and our whys. And we love you, Lord. We thank you from the bottom of our hearts. We give it all to you, because you said that you were there for us. And you were the only one that we can count on, truly. And we love that. We like to just ask you, Lord God, to please be with all of our brothers, all our family and friends, near and far. And thank you, Lord God. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
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 All right, y'all, man. Love y'all.
Love y'all.
I'll holla at y'all.
Let's do it.